Hey guys, I just wanted to show you how I put together my new track Warm Heart, and I just wanted to talk about how I start a track and things like that, and if you have any questions please do leave them in the comments. So this is just a snippet of the introduction so you know what I'm talking about. So here we've got top elements, and then the piano comes in with the bass guitar, quite light and distant, and more guitar elements. And then we come into the main drums, stronger bass. So, to start with, this track came up, I was listening to some Tracy Chataway on Spotify, and I was listening to her track Third Place, and so I was listening to the chords and thinking, you know, I could create something similar in a way chord wise. So then I started with my piano and I just played through some chords and then came up with the chords that come up in the piece. So this is just the chords on their own. And then I thought to add more depth to that, I would add some strings. So copying some of the elements from the piano part, I copied them over to the string. And so what happens then is when you put them together, you have a more mellow sound with the piano and the strings together. Yeah, so that's part of the introduction. Now before that, right at the beginning, I have this synth pluck going on in the distance. Now this adds, because it's delayed and it's quite clicky, it adds atmosphere and it adds a bit of flow as well. So going back to the introduction, that's going on, and on top of that we've got the guitar. And also, I don't think they're very audible, but I've added a little bit of my own violin. But I've edited it, added reverb and delay. And so you can hear them in the distance in the introduction, and I think that creates quite a lot of atmosphere. So small elements add a lot to a track. Now the main drums are made up of different parts. So we've got the top kind of snare and hi-hats and things like that, which is just a sample that I've taken the low end out of. You can hear it now. So this on its own would not sound very full in the main part. So then what I did was I added my own kick drum with a snare. Now that sounds quite simple as it is, but then when you add it together with the main drums that I've shown you before, these ones, then together it sounds quite full in the main section. So here we go. So that's a combination of my own simple main drums and the top snare hits and hi-hats. Now in the middle section I decided to add a bit of variety by reversing the guitar. So there's a main guitar that's going, and then I took that same guitar and I reversed it so that there would be a bit more kind of variety in the midsection and atmosphere. So that's actually the same guitar backwards. So that then when together, this is how it sounds. I've also got a kick drum going on in that part, which adds to the flow and I think keeps the track progressing quite nicely. Yeah, so those are a couple of little bits. If you think you'd like to know more, then please leave a comment.